right, we're back with our game of 1914. We played another round, starting from the Ottomans' turn on round 17, and we just played to the beginning of the Ottomans' turn on round 18. I don't have a 20-sided die, so just add a 1 onto that die. He hasn't gone as the Ottomans yet, but he did tell me his purchases, and it's just going to be 5 infantry. Where did it begin? Okay. Well, starting off with what he did with the Ottomans last turn, he just fortified. He left Ankara wide open, which you can see I exploited. He fortified in Smyrna, and he sent 1 infantry down to Transjordan, which I then took back with the Brits. And the British walked into Ankara since it was wide open with their impending doom force, as I like to call it. And then a few units dropped off in Mesopotamia, units brought into Persia, units loaded onto the French transport, units brought over and dropped off in Transjordan, and I believe, did I bring over units? I might have brought units to Egypt. I forget. Syrian desert split to Transjordan and Ankara, as you can see. Continuing from there, America brought more units over to Spain. Sizable navy still in C-Zone 16 here. The transports I had in, I think they were 14, they went over here and actually took the units that I dropped off into Spain, and they dropped them off in Tunisia. And the remaining units in Libya went to fortify Egypt. However, they also, I got a little cocky with the Americans. And the American forces I had in Marseille and Burgundy, I went and attacked the Austrians in Piedmont. It's very easy to forget the names of these territories when they're covered with so many pieces. So yeah, they took Piedmont. They didn't take Piedmont. They damaged it significantly, having air superiority and all, but just the amount of troops from Venice. And he used his transports to bring more over here and attack Piedmont. He didn't get to naval bombard because it was already contested. And my artillery didn't get a preemptive shot because it was already contested. But as you can see, the American forces here, including their planes, were wiped out in Piedmont. So Marseille and Burgundy are wide open for the taking, so it's not looking good for France. There are American forces you can see here in Spain that got brought over. And America has built more forces, but they don't have enough transports over there right now to make a significant impact. Let's see. And as you can see, so Germany, of course, or Austria, as you can see, bought more units and more battleships again. And we have an asinine amount of battleships here. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Austrian-Hungarian battleships in C-Zone 17, not including the 2 there and the 1 over there. And we got 1 sub and transports. Over here, Germany, he finally bought another fighter and went in. Belgium has been taken. The Germans have Belgium. He also sent 1 unit into Lorraine. France had no choice but to just fortify Picardy. He has so many tanks. He just kind of said fuck it after a while with this game, and he just kept buying tanks because the dogfights weren't working out for him. So he has, I want to say, at least 13 tanks there. Yeah, so he's just got a wall that can absorb hits when he's attacking. So it's not looking good for France, folks. Even if France is buying as much units as they can and conserving their air force, just not looking good for France, fellas. All right, and then Britain buying more units, also backing up to Britain again, buying more units in London, more units placed in 8. And once again, I have bad luck with mines. I took the 1 damaged battleship from 10, brought it back to 8, sent 1 undamaged battleship to 10, and it struck a mine again. This is just ridiculous. The curse that we each have. He loses dogfights, I get hit by mines. I don't get it. The forces in Livonia, the British force in Livonia, went down to Poland and knocked out the 3 Austrians and a couple of the Germans. So there's 4 units that are left, but he's got a couple more units on the way from Prussia. I suspect he'll send his fighter in there. We'll see, we'll see. Man. Ottomans are probably doomed. France is probably doomed. The world is doomed. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. We're going to pick up again tomorrow, and I think likely finish the game finally. I love this game, but it has been going on for a very long time. Our setups aside. setups and downtime aside. But it's been a hell of a game. Rick's done a great job with his first game of 1914, and I'm having a blast. So yeah, it's a little tough to call, but honestly, I think Central Powers probably have it at this point. If they can crack 16, if they can crack the Mediterranean or take Paris, because I'm not in a position. I don't think I'm in a position to take Rome back, but we'll see, I guess. Yeah, that's basically where it's at. So, till next time, roll the dice better and have a fun time.